Hi guys, I'm Nick, or Tokin Lucario, and today we've got a PSA graded card reveal. We sent off 21 cards about 2 months ago with Trust Grading. It's been an absolutely amazing service. They kept me up to date every step of the way. We've currently got 19 cards back, as I sent 2 of them in a different submission type. I already know what we've got today, and I'm really excited to show you. So, let's carry on. Start us off. The Special Delivery Charizard. It's in a 5, which I know doesn't seem amazing, but we knew it would get a 5 because it's got a crimp error across the top of it. I'm not personally an error collector, but I know a lot of people are, and I thought someone out there might enjoy this card. Otherwise it's pretty much pristine, but PSA don't give any allowances for errors, so it's a 5. Second up, we've got Gold Lugia V-Star. It's a really nice card. The centering's probably a little too far off for the 10. This one will be getting flipped, so I can probably pick up another attempt at it, to be honest. I'd quite like this in a 10 for my personal collection, so we'll keep grading. Next we've got an Arceus V-Star, also in gold. I'm going to spoil the next card as well. All of my golds, 9s, I think the centering's a bit too far off on all of them. I did check, really. I kind of knew that they would be, but I thought I would try them anyway. And we didn't manage to catch any lucky breaks. But, you know, stuff happens. So, final gold card. It's Mew from Celebrations. Again, fantastic card. I definitely want this in a 10. It's not particularly expensive, so I might end up buying it. But gorgeous. This is probably the closest one, I'll be honest. I feel this probably should have been a 10. In fact, it might get cracked and regraded. Right, into something a little different. We've got this PSA 9 Tornadus from Black and White. A little bit of vintage. We probably sent off about 4 older cards, and I was quite happy that they all did well. There's Tornadus included. It's very mint. I love the hollow patterns on these cards. Very nice. So yeah, super happy with that. Again, I submitted with Trust Grading, and I can't recommend them enough. For my first PSA grading experience, it was absolutely amazing. They kept me up to date non-stop. Replied to emails and, you know, customer service pieces super fast, and overall just a great service. We've got a PSA 9 Sylveon VMAX alternate art. And I'll be honest, I don't really know what's wrong with this. I can't tell any surface issues. The centering looks maybe marginally off, but I definitely feel like it's within the borders of a 10. On to the next card. PSA 9 Rainbow Rare Charizard V-Star from Brilliant Stars. Fairly happy with this. Again, I sent quite a few cards that I realistically knew might come back 9s for centering, and this is one of them. The centering's quite far off here. If I'd thought about it, I probably would have just sold this raw and picked up another one to attempt to grade. But there's always something nice and nostalgic about cards that you pulled yourself. So, just like this bad boy. After I started collecting again about 4 years ago, I had a great story. I went with my partner in search of Pokemon cards, couldn't find any anywhere, and I managed to find a tin of Evolutions, like a mini tin, behind a bunch of display items that clearly a staff member had probably hidden for themselves. But, you know, finders keepers. And second pack in it, I had this Charizard. So I'll keep this for sentimental reasons. A gorgeous card. Obviously, you all know the base set. Next card up, we have a special delivery Charizard. I was expecting the 10 on this, although, to be fair, again, the centering might be slightly off. I was hopeful for a 10 on this, although you should never really expect 10s. A 9's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Both the promos I sent off, we happened to pull ourselves, so can't complain at all. Thank you, Pokemon Center. Next one. Here we go. So, Tokin Lucario. I had to grade the Lucario. Everybody knew it. It's not very expensive. It's about £50 in a 10. I thought I'd give it one go at grading myself before I purchased it. I have about maybe 10 copies of this card. I chose the best looking one and lucked out. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to get a 10. But it came back to beauty. And this is going to be going straight in my display as a pretty prominent piece. I absolutely love this card. The design's so great. For a free card, I mean, can you go wrong? Gorgeous. You might have noticed the pattern change. From here on out, it's PSA 10s. Snorlax VMAX Rainbow Rare. I spoke about this recently in my 5 most underrated cards for Sword and Shield era. It was my favourite. I sent it off. The card art is incredible. It's really unique. I can't think of any other Pokemon cards quite like the Snorlax VMAX. It's definitely going to be a long hold card, something that stays in my collection for quite a while. And I'm exceptionally happy to have it back as the 10. Next up, Glaceon VMAX alternate art. Yeah, so I'm going to be honest with you straight away. I managed to grade 2 of these. Both self-pulled, or I think my partner actually pulled both of them. Such incredible cards, they've got so much detail. So much detail, all the little mini Pokemon in the background. I think these are going to be great holds. I think one of these is probably going to go up for sale. I don't need to, and it can help fund some more additions to my collection. So if you're interested in one of these, let me know. Something a bit more exciting, a little bit different. You can see the Japanese back. Should we just pull it straight over and see? So I sent this off. I was really expecting a 9. I picked this up from a local card store of mine for about £12 about a year ago. I never really expected it to 10. I just really liked the art and it was in good condition and a reasonable price, as always. So shout out to Mad for Miniatures if you're in Cornwall. Yeah, it's just exceptional. I really can't believe I got a 10. I wasn't expecting it at all. Going for about £150, so I couldn't be more happy with my pickup, really. Next up. Yeah, that's right. We got some 10 Charizards. You knew it. I just sent off one of the alternate arts and happened to luck out. It's one of my favourite modern card designs. It's the Venusaur that really does it for me, to be honest. I wish they'd made a Venusaur V alternate art. But you can't have everything you want, especially not in one generation. So with time, I'd like to pick up one of the old XY era Charizard and Venusaur full art fighting cards, the Japanese one. I can't think of specifically what set it is off the top of my head. But I'd like to pick up one of those to go with it and then maybe display them both fairly prominently in my collection. But for now, just really happy to have it. Now, I said we had some Charizards. So that's right. Rainbow Rare V-Star Charizard in a 10. Super happy with this one. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting a 10 because I don't think you can really expect anything when you grade with PSA. You can send a Gem Mint card in, perfectly centered. somehow seem to come back a 6. And you can send a 6 in that's already graded and somehow bring it back a 10, but I was kind of expecting a 10 on this, and it did it, and I'm exceptionally happy. It's going to be staying in the collection for quite a while. No need to get rid of Charizards in any sort of hurry. Next up, we've got not 1, but 2 Gem Mint Pikachus on the ball. Now, hilariously, I didn't think either of these were Gem Mint. I don't think either of them are. I think one's slightly off in the centering, and I think arguably there's the tiniest little bit of corner whitening on one of them, or the opposite one to the centering issue. So I really thought that neither of these would come back in 10s. Although I don't know if it's just in my head. They both look much more slick in the PSA case, much more like they were deserving of a 10, to be fair. But obviously that stuff's hard to gather. Now, I like to think that I've saved the best for last. I think that's always the best way around. This card I'm exceptionally happy with. I'm going to be honest, I thought it would 8. I picked it up. It's one of the few things I haven't pack pulled. I picked it up in a sealed promo pack from back in 2002 or 2003. I picked it up about the middle of last year for around, I think I paid $35 for it, and I was really happy just to have the cards. And then, stupid me, what you never should do really, is I cracked the promos open. I was really excited to have them, and then I disappointed myself when obviously they weren't PSA 10 quality. But that kind of shows what I know, because yeah, it's one of my favourite Pikachu cards, and I think an underrated one personally. Everybody's all over the Poncho Pikachus and things like that, or the Marios. But this being 20 years old, and I think around 310 in population, I was really not expecting to grade anything this fancy in my first load. Like I say, I was expecting an 8. My god, came back to 10. I don't know if I can show it on camera, but there's a swirl around here. Honestly, what a dream of a card. My plan was to sell whatever grade this came back in as an 8 and use the money, along with some of my own money obviously, to get a 10. Because, like I say, it's one of my favourite Pikachu cards. I think it's super underrated. But, anyway, that's my PSA submission. I think I did really well. I don't know if you guys have had anything back recently, and whether that's been any good. If you have, please let me know. I have got 2 Moonbryons off at PSA. That is what's missing out of this 21 card submission. I'll definitely update when I have them, when they've arrived. I'm hoping for good things off them, but you never know. Until next time, I've been Tokin Lucario, and if you've enjoyed the video today, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to really help out the channel, and I'll see you next time.